Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Tulane head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air. It's Nolan. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes it play early.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes a man miss.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Green Wave! The first points of the day. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive covered 40 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will be forced to punt. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll be... After picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Bring in the heat. And they got it. On that play action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to them and got the sack.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
That's a perfect example example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception, had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
Slip, maybe a crease. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Again, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They'll drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He turns it loose to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The ball is spotted, but the officials waving the training staff onto the field to check on the injured Memphis Tiger. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Hands it off. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Bunch formation for these receivers. defense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Brown. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And coming into this game,
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hardy. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Under fire. And down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carter. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Dances away. Working that left side now. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Memphis. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Tulane right back to the line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catches it at the 15. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down Greenway. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 40, and quite a return to set up the offense here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 16, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll go right back to the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The run from the shotgun. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. And I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. Jumped on top of the pile.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Rushes on him. Myers on the move. Oh, he drops. It's a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's complete to the left. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. The give is Covey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Carter. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tulane. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll start this drive firing. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Looking for room at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tulane right back to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Around and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back, do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage? Not
right down the gut of the field. He is in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
Right on the money. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Covey. And there was no throw just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Back to throw, it's Gardner. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
Number 93 in punt formation.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Gardner. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He makes the grab. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Stepping to the right. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Quickly complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the 1st down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. He's at touchdown Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Green Wave strike right back.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Number 93, set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll park him at the 19. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tulane! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win columns. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
On to a attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he's going to try to return this one. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pocket breaking down. He gets away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. It's on target and complete. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. Caught. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're looking to throw on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes